today Phoenix is exactly 18 months old. And something I had seen from Dwight, somebody from YouTube, is that at 18 months he would start trying to put a young horse like this under saddle. And so that is going to be the goal today. So Phoenix has carried a bag of pine shavings just for a few minutes or a few seconds, and then also a saddle pad on occasion. And so we're going to see today how she does with a saddle. So what I want to do to start this is we're going to start by just doing just a tiny bit of groundwork with a carrot stick. It's kind of hard to do this with a Insta360, but she seems to be handling the stick pretty well, better than I am. Okay, so she's haltered. But she's always been interested in everything. She's a mouthy horse, but I don't think that's a bad thing. This is going to be the first time she's ever even seen this saddle. This is a saddle I'm borrowing from a friend that's for a child, and I'm hoping it'll be a good size and weight for her. But right now what I want to do is just start with, let's do a little bit of lunging, which Phoenix lunges well. Come on. Phoenix lunges well, and she doesn't have too much of a tendency to get anything more than a walk. So it'll be interesting to see how she handles the saddle today. So I'm going to switch to just the GoPro for a minute, and we're going to just see how she does this morning. Yeah, are you having a good day, Phoenix? Huh? You having a good day? Yeah? It's turned into a working day, hasn't it? Oh. Oh. Right there. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so I think that's exhaustive enough. I don't want to bore her too much because she seems to understand this game pretty well. So let's go and try to see how she handles the blanket this morning. So one thing that I do on occasion is I'll take the lead and we'll just throw it around her and apply just a tiny amount of compression and just try to get her to walk. So I'm trying to get her kind of accustomed to something being around her belly while she's moving. And she has gotten used to it, I'd say, for the most part. Even though she wants to take all the toys and put it in the other stall. Yeah. So one way I've seen this handle is to put it over the neck and then pull it down. And what I've tried to do is act as if though I didn't know how to put a blanket on the horse. And so just overdoing it in every way, just so that she sort of gets kind of used to movement and everything else that will most likely happen as she becomes a riding horse. But this is where my lack of knowledge in terms of being able to read her comes in, because I can't tell if she is just bored or doesn't care, totally used to it. Just don't know. This is going to be the newest thing she's ever seen. And my hope is today to at least cinch it, but we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to see if I can get her to stand, and then I'm going to remove it. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, you did a good job. Yeah. One of the first times I put a blanket on her, she kept backing up. I think when she saw it on her peripheral, she couldn't get comfortable with it. But today, she's acting pretty content with it. A little bit more quick on the saddle. Yeah, right now I just want to let her see what it feels like. Yeah. Shouldn't seem too concerned by it. I may be doing a disadvantage to her putting her in the stall that's so small right now. May not feel like she has the ability to really get away. I don't know. Questions for someone slightly more experienced for sure. Okay, here we go. Here's a big test. We're gonna just let this fall. But my thinking is that we're going to start with the saddle like this. We're going to do this every so often, so that when she's a riding size, that she's not trying to get used to a saddle plus me. She's just going to get used to me up there. So I think what I'm going to do is just go through the rhythm of what it's like to remove the saddle. Well, this one's kind of stiff. Let's see. So far, I'm pretty encouraged. I think she's doing a good job. I do hope to try to cinch it, and I feel like I could have gone ahead and cinched it, but I really just want this to be as pleasant of an experience as possible for her. she just gets used to all the facets of what it means to be a horse. In America, at least. This may be where it should be. She should be on a lead. But we're gonna just kind of let her enjoy the day as much as possible. So I'm probably not going to do maybe but 2 loops, just enough to hold it. But I'm realizing there's all these new sounds and everything that she is having to sort of get used to. Yeah, plus the cinch itself. Okay, so we're going to do it like that. Hope if I knew how to put it in there, wouldn't it? Okay, so that's very loose, but it is around her belly. Let's just see how she does. I'm afraid to get too excited. But I think I am going to go ahead and just grab the camera. Well, and we're just going to go for a walk around the pasture. So I can tell the cinch is just incredibly loose right now. But she doesn't seem to be bothered by it in the slightest, which is just really fascinating to me. It's amazing how you can take these little building blocks of putting things on her and wrapping things around her and then put a saddle on her that's making noises with metal buckles and tired straps, and she just is totally content. Yeah, I think she's doing all right. Okay, so we're going to see if we can take the saddle off just here in the pasture. Well, that's the day 1, first day under saddle. So she did all right.